Ding 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 ding. Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostradamus. A little bit different of a morning. I guess this is an experiment in does clickbaiting work. My title's a little bit more clickbaity today, and I show up with 4 people already here. Yesterday, boring title. No one was here. Is this a sign I should clickbait every day? I mean, it's not really clickbait. It's not really clickbait, but it's clickbait. You know what I'm saying? Farnswoggle P. Horsetooth in the house. How you doing, brother? I mean, it's not clickbait, but it's clickbait because it's a title that's like, maybe I don't feel like listening to Tom Day. Oh, that mofo with that title. How do I not click on that? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Is it? I get retro in the house. That's what's to say. All right, let's get popped into Tasting Works. It's not clickbait because I got FOMO arigato, Mr. Roboto FOMO. FOMO. It's not clickbait, but it's clickbait. You know what I mean? It's like you're more enticed to click on this title and thumbnail than you say yesterday. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. I feel greasy by doing it, but at the same time, you know what I mean? It's nothing like everything else out there. Like the stuff in my title is stuff that or in my thumbnail, it's true, but it's more clickbaity. Like you're more enticed to click on that than like, meh, Bitcoin is boring. You know what I mean? Man, I cannot wait for Kurt to get back. It sucks when he's not around, right? With his little sarcasm all the time, his jokes. Hope he's having fun in Israel, though. All right, so when cryptos are rocking, don't come a knocking. We got a few things to look at here. I do have FOMO, man. Like I'm sitting here, it is very tough for me not to ape in right now. Did I make a mistake? Did I F up? Did I get too greedy? I've talked about this quite a bit recently. I'm just getting popped into Tasty Works, and then we'll take a look at the market. My 20,000 that I sent over to one of my Tasty Works accounts did show up, so I do want to look if there's a couple plays. That account, it is crypto enabled on that account, so we can do crypto too. I'm running a little late this morning. We had a little bit of a situation. My morning poopy didn't come on time. In fact, it didn't come at all. So if there might be a shit emergency during stream. Yeah, tomorrow's stream that would be hella quick. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I got my PG&E bill. That shit was $354. I woke up this morning. It was hot as ball. I already turned the air on. I think I'm just gonna have to deal with like a $500 or $600 energy bill and just be comfortable. All right, retros bear bags. Adam, I love Adam. Avax, meh. Matic, I love Matic, but that shit's on like a freight train that I'm not getting on right now. Metis, I barely remember what that is. Sato, I have no idea what that is. And XPX, I have no idea what that is. I'm going to patiently wait for people to build like crazy and some stupid narrative like we're running out of block space bullshit to kick in and dump on the next. Let's see. I hate starting the day with pooping with poop. Your electricity is effed. I don't know what you do. I don't know what to do with you or your city. Yeah. Where I live, man, shit ain't cheap. Mina, I don't know that one either. They are infrastructure plays. If I'll have to check some of the Meta sounds familiar. I'm pretty sure I've looked at that before. All right, so the markets in general are in bull mode right now. If I remember correctly, they were pretty strong yesterday morning and then ended up fading down. I have no idea if we're going to fade down. I have no real, real idea why we're pumping as hard as we are. But the Nasdaq's up 126. Bitcoin's doing really well. It's still over 22,000. I mean, 22,000. Kind of like the new 20,000 as of late. It's at the upper end of its range. It's been holding there now for a couple days. We'll take a look at that and the overall cryptocurrency market cap. Gold continuing to be a boring ass trade. It's basically flat, hanging around $1,700. That has probably been one of the worst trades in the history of asset classes over the last decade. Both the 10-year and 2-year are down a little bit. I did take my trade off yesterday at like a $15 loss. I just did kind of want to watch that and see how that went. My Coinbase position, we got 31 days to go. I've lost about $289 on this call, but we have made money doing a strangle over here. So overall, this is probably still up, and or we got time. Again, $70 call. If Coinbase goes above $70, I get my shares called away. Hey-o, Kosk in the house. How you doing, sister? If I get my shares called away, I get them called away. We made money. Maybe I put a put on and do the wheel strategy. All right, Hut. Mara, all a little bit green. Palantir, I do want to look at some Palantir plays. I do have 100 shares of that. Overall, I'm down about 25 bucks on that. I got a couple puts. I'm up about $1 there, and I have an $11 covered call. Those all have 31 days to go. We'll let those continue to go. Overall, I have a profit loss of about negative $10. Those should continue and hopefully do good. Tesla, this one has just been paying like crazy. We did a reverse covered Jade Lizard can't lose strategy. Can't lose. I can't lose on this strategy. I couldn't lose. I could not lose. You go, and that's not even a lie. I could not. The only way I lose on Tesla is if the price of Tesla tank. You know what I'm saying? If the Tesla goes to over $1,000, I get my shares called away. But you know what? That's what you call first world problems. That would be another $27,000 in profit just in the shares. First world problems, boys and girls. You got your shares called away, but made a shit ton of money. You go sell a put for a shitload more money, and maybe you get your shares back even cheaper. That can't lose. Me, Kevin. Reverse cover Jade Lizard, bro. I was thinking about him this morning. He's got these new way of doing videos where he just sits at a black screen and writes on a window. I don't like it. The other day he had one where he wore a black shirt, so he just kind of looked like this big head bobbing around. It almost acted like a green screen, and all you could see was his head. Remember, well, most of you probably don't remember, but it wasn't until just recently he would always do market opens and think he's like the world's greatest stock trader and giving all these plays and doing a whole bunch of dumb shit. Like last year he did this paradigm shift where like he sold a bunch of stocks and bought a bunch of calls, got his face melted off. I knew that was going to happen. He had a big boy moment where he lost a lot of money and panic sold. Remember Big Boy when he was at, anyone see that video when he was at the big Bitcoin crash? When did that happen? I don't know. It dropped down to like, he said, oh my God, you could see the white on his face out in his garage. And it's like, oh, if Bitcoin goes above, I'm selling everything. All right, enough of making fun of a couple other YouTubers. Let's pop on over to my other account. Make sure I got the buying power. I think it did show up. It is here. I think immediately what I want to look at is Palantir, man. And there's a lot of like stocks that have great communities can do really well. For example, like Tesla. Even when Tesla's doing bad, people are so diehard with their Tesla stock. It doesn't. It'll hold up a little bit stronger than it should. You know what I'm saying? Palantir kind of has like that cult following, and I like the business model. There is a couple YouTubers out there that I do respect and do really good analysis. And one of those being Tom Smash. Oh no, wait, I'm Tom Smash. Tom Nash. He's done a lot of Palantir stuff. So yeah, I do listen to that guy. I do like that guy a lot. And the stock is so freaking cheap right now. With highs of, I want to say like 20, $30. Back in the glory days, yeah, it was right at $30. So, I do think this is one of those good growth stocks that is good to nibble with. We have an IVR of 77, an IV of 88. So the IVR is pretty good. I'm looking to maybe do a strangle over here. Problem is we're kind of in that. I'm gonna have to go to 60 days out, but they have earnings soon, so I don't know about this. That's gonna be part of why the IV is so high. Let's look at a strangle. Yeah, I don't know that I want to hop into a strangle right now with that earnings play. Maybe I'll go 30 days out and sell. Am I pussing out now after all this talk? I could sell a $9 put for 74 cents, but I don't want to do that when the Nasdaq's up. Like, if anything, I would want to fade this strong move. Like, I think there's more of a chance of it pulling back than anything. Again, what's going on in the macro environment for the markets to be ripping right now? Unless, like, it's been leaked. Some hedge funds know, or some people out there know that the Fed getting ready to turn dovish, and or someone's got a hotline to Putin. Nigel in the house. How you doing, brother? Menace is that layer 2. Oh, by Vitalik's mom. I remember that. Yeah, I think shilled by the Raise Man here. Who's the Raise Man? I know someone here shilled that shit. Yeah, I do have a cult following. It's what gets me out of bed every day. One of these days, you're gonna get a package of Kool-Aid in the mail and a secret ingredient. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Did Baby Pleb capitulate? He used to be here. Yeah, I'm not sure. He doesn't even tweet that much anymore. I don't know if he got destroyed. Maybe the Harmony One thing wrecked him. Like, he doesn't even tweet that much anymore. Hopefully he's doing good. Like, he's only tweeted twice in the last 20 days. So he's really slowed down. I don't know if he was like too invested in Harmony One and got destroyed. Like, I've been there, man. Like, I've been destroyed accounts, destroyed stock accounts. Don't pay attention to the market for like a year or whatever. It takes a while to pick yourself back up. Oh, he got wrecked. Yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah, we've already discussed whether or not this was a clickbait title, Nigel. Technically, okay, so it's not a clickbait title, but it's more it's a title that's so it depends on your definition of clickbait. There's nothing in the title that is false. Like, everything in the title is true. Making a huge mistake in crypto, I effed up. Well, I effed up. If I put a question mark there, it would be a little bit more. I might be effing up right now. So it is not clickbait in the fact that everything in the title is true, right? You can make this huge mistake in crypto. Problem is you don't really know if you're making a mistake or not. And at the end of the day, you know what? Get over it. Oh yeah, Harmony and Luna. Yeah, man, that's an easy one to fall into. I mean, I got wrecked hard by Luna, and I got wrecked hard in freaking Harmony One too. Unfortunately, okay. So the good news, a lot of people, and the problem is I don't like to give advice, right? As I mean, the whole not even just fun. I don't like to give it the only advice I give all the time is watch your effing size. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. The problem is most people, and I make the mistake too, right? My size started to get too big in Harmony One, kinda. My size started to, well, not really in Luna, but my was getting too big in Harmony One, especially when you consider all the money that I was up in DeFi. Luckily, I considered most of that DeFi money house money, but I had a decent like 20 grand, I would say 20 to 30 grand in Harmony One that basically got destroyed down to like pennies on the dollar. So that, but the important thing is there is my size was small, relatively speaking. I've said numerous times that Harmony One, more time, most of this chat has wanted to vomit how many times I said Harmony One is much riskier than everything else on the board. Now I didn't say that about Luna because I thought Luna was much safer, and I was wrong on that. But it's all about watching your size, right? Don't overinvest. Crypto in general is risky. It's much risky. In crypto in general, most people can't handle the volatility. I was talking to my best friend last night. He's like, "Did you ever pull out?" And he was talking about his uncle that had lost $60,000 in the stock market. I'm like, "Bro, I'm down about 700 grand in the last 6 months." So he's like, "How do you do it?" I'm just like, this is why I don't like to tell people to go buy crypto right now, because most people can't handle it. And I said, I was telling them how my life has not changed. My life has not changed really one iota, other than there were certain times, obviously, when my account was like 800,000, $1 million, whatever, I was walking around with a puffed up chest thinking I'm the shit, right? Other than that, though, my life didn't change. I wasn't spending money really any differently. I was still living the same. So for me, it is the long-term mindset that I'm investing for into the future to have a big bag. I know the volatility's there. I wake up every morning and tell myself the volatility is going to be there and I got to deal with it, right? And it's not easy. And then again, watching your size, watch your size. That is why even our boy Nigel here, he's told me a few times I should just quit. He said at least once, "Man, you should just quit and go 100% into DeFi. You can make it." Man, if I would have did that shit, I'd probably be out on the street right now. That's why I have my big bag of the much safer assets: Bitcoin, Cardano, and Ethereum. Right now, those three assets make up like 95% of my portfolio, right? And then I got a bag of cash, and this is the mistake, right? I have a bag of cash, and the mistake is, did I miss the bottom? Did I get too greedy? Should I? Because I am champing at the bit right now to buy Solana, to buy Polkadot. Oh, I have a small bag of Atom. Buy more Atom, right? I salivating, right? And I've also considered just YOLOing it all into more Cardano, right? Or just YOLOing it all into Solana. Solana has the potential of being $1,000 coin, in my opinion, in the next 5 to 10 years. Easy. Well, let's take a look at Solana. I think this has the. I'm not trying to be Moon Boy. I'm just saying, man, this thing has a huge cult following too, just like Tesla, right? The only concern, well, there's two concerns with Solana. One, it has a shitload of venture capital ready to just dump on your face, and two, it's broke several times. But I do think it has the potential, even just $500, right? Can you imagine $500? That's a 10. I'll take 10. It doesn't take too many 10x's to change your life. Yeah, Retro says the only way to make it here is to keep pumping cash until it goes. I mean, that's a variant of BCA. I agree. Right? You got to be able to. I mean, first of all, you got to have tremendous faith. But you just got to hold into your right. That's another thing. I don't say a lot, but I say hold into your right. Remember plan B? If plan A didn't play out, we're on plan B. And I've been on plan B now for like 8 months. It's been painful. And I understand the fact that I might be on plan B for another 1 to 2 years. I mean, there's going to be some ups and downs, but oh, excuse me. Historically speaking, Bitcoin, it's a good 12 months away from possibly going into the next halving and bull run. We might get pumps here and there. Bitcoin might go up to 30,000 now and then stair step back down to 15,000. There's no telling what's going to happen in these markets over the 6 months. We still have huge inflation problems. We have bubbles all over the place, potential bubbles all over the place, housing, unemployment. We got elections, a lot of turmoil that can happen there. So the good news is if you're an option trader, there's a lot of volatility, and we can do a lot with options. So that'll be something we'll be looking at. But yeah, so the did I f up making this huge mistake? Am I personally making a huge mistake? I might be, right? I have I have a big bag of cash. I mean, big-ish. I have more in crypto than I have in cash. A lot more in crypto than I have in cash. But I have maybe like 5 or 6 stacks of high society. You do that math if you're familiar with the movie Rounders. That I've been salivating to buy. But I've been getting greedy. I've been setting unrealistic targets. Bitcoin 10,000. Solana like $20, $15. Cardano 15 cents. Maybe I should have grabbed it 20, 30% ago. Maybe I should have bought Ethereum when it was $1,000. That was only last week. I don't know if I'm going to get those prices again. I don't know if I'm going to be I'm still not buying. I'm still patiently waiting. I'm getting I'm getting the FOMO, but I'm not getting the FOMO. And I might make a mistake. 5 or 6 stacks of high society. If this is the next bull run and it just continues to kind of go up, if it takes the next 5 or 6 months to just go up and I miss it, and it's another 5 or 10x potential loss, that could be a lot of money. But that's the hard thing, right? You never know. You never know. So it is, I'm just using all the popular phrases. You never know. It is what it is. Retro says he feels the bull run is nowhere close yet. Yeah, I don't think so either. I never said, I just talked. It's not 100% fake news. I remember it like it was yesterday. And then I did come back at you and say, no, man, it's too risky. I got my core. And then you agreed. But there's definitely been times when you have told me I should YOLO hard into this seniorage play or this time play or whatever. Dude, I love you, Nigel. Look, I'm not giving you a hard. I'm giving you a hard time, but I'm not giving you a hard time. Oh my goodness, my nose is running a little. Why are we even here, Tom? About 13 billion years ago, there was the Big Bang where hydrogen exploded, and within like a few quants or whatever. Is it in quant? Speaking of quant, yeah, that one hasn't done shit the last 3 days. I guess it's found its new level. Check out. Yeah, Tomb Forks. Tomb Forks is seniorage, isn't it? What? I don't know. But this thing's fishy. All right, kiss my ass, Google. Wait, what am I looking at? Dex Finance. Nigel, what do you do? Do you take all that money you make from your rice videos and just YOLO it into crazy plays like this? Is that why you make rice videos? Serious team for sure. What chain is this on? Yeah, this looks like Scam City. Yeah, this checks all the scam boxes. A serious team, jaded emperor. They're wearing hoodies. They look like they should be in a freaking who's that music group? Come with me. Wait, come with it. The who is that? Come with me. What is that song? Who is that group? My little butterfly. My little butterfly. What's that? Something like come with me, my butterfly. Crazy Town. Yeah, these dudes look like they should be in a Crazy Town video. Are you freaking kidding me? Harmony was a serious team. Doquan was a serious team. Celsius. Yeah, all very good points. What are you talking about? I'm looking. This looks like the a website they slapped. Okay, let's put as seen in blue. First of all, the biggest red flag immediately smacked me in the face with this right here. As seen in Bloomberg, Business Insider, Yahoo Finance, Yahoo News, Nasdaq, and this one for sure. This one, and I don't know about these two. As seen, all you gotta do is place an ad in any of these and then put as seen or pay to have an article put in there. So a huge red flag. This website looks like non-custodial crypto long-term investment. What next screener? All right, so I'm gonna look at a chart just because it's going up. I mean, you want to look at a chart? What was that rug pull you told us to get into? Drip? How's that shit doing? You told us to get into drip at the highs too. I mean, you're telling me to get into something at the high. This is the last time I want to get into something. Cardano, you know what? I mean, when you come at me like that, I don't know that I really have a defense. I think Cardano is going to be. I mean, Cardano is currently a $16 billion market cap. It was recent. You could pick any crypto right now and give the same argument with that kind of logic, right? You could give the same argument with any crypto right now and do an LMAO, which uh, you say has nothing is the future of finance. I don't know that it has nothing though. Toro in the house. How you know about that? What is sugar other than really bad for you? What's drip doing? All I'm saying is you come in with these weird plays at highs, right? Remember drip? Like how drip was the greatest thing since sliced bread? I'm just saying. Jesus Christ. Bro, is this chart ever gonna stop? Wait, this ain't drip. This is something else. I mean, you can't even find drip anymore. Can you? You came in with the same chest pumping, bro. Tell me to get into drip at 150 bucks. Let's see. Other L1 have huge ecosystem built with lots of TVL. What does Ada have for bro for real? Swinging at Ada hard. Yeah. Drip was great until it wasn't. So this isn't DeFi? I mean, to be fair, this looks like some kind of synthetic thing that the SEC is going to go after. Dex IRA, Dex ETF, Dex. This is Dex. This just looks like a different. I mean, this screams scam again. I'm not saying it is. It just screams it. And this chart is not helping matters any. Like, I'm not going to FOMO into some play. That's on the 15-minute. Let's look at a long. How long has this thing been out? Oh my. I mean, this thing is. Does this have It's on. Okay, it's on the biggest scam chain on the planet, Binance. Yeah, bro, I'm not feeling this. 3.2 million liquidity, 2.28 million market cap. Nah. I mean, in general, I'm not doing any high risk plays like this. They're just not on my radar. Anyone in this chat could put anything on in like quant has been really coming into the chat a decent amount recently, and I completely dismiss that. So, and that's at like a top 50. Do you think I'm going to pay attention to any? This is way too much risk for me. No, I'm not saying positive action is. I'm just saying this is too risky for me. My risk tolerance right now is, for time and time again is, I've already told you what I want to buy right now. I want to buy Solana. I want to buy Ethereum. I want to buy Cardano. I want to buy Polkadot. I want to buy Atom. And that's about it, man. Like, I could buy some Bitcoin. I'd be happy with buying any of those right now. How could I, bro? Are you kidding me? How could I say it's too risky? 3.2 million liquidity and a $28 million market cap. That's how, right? Right there. That's enough to tell me this is way too risky. I don't need to deep dive anymore to know that this is too risky. I've already told you that I think this looks very scammy, right? Let's deep dive. What do you want me to look at? Dex IRA? Where's the elevator pitch? Buy Dex. What does Dex do? Fully automated BNB redistribution, multi-currency dividend reward, advanced buyback protocols, and tokenomics to promote long-term, a bunch of buzzwords. X ETF. Like, I've actually had a plan, like I've had thoughts in my head of doing something like this. So this looks somewhat interesting. But this is high risk. Build your portfolio with non-custodial crypto management protocol. Easily invest. How? Okay, easily invest in multiple assets. This is a security, bro. How is this not a security? Right? Something that like basically checks every box for security. Risk. More risk. It's not 28. All right, what is it then? What is this token? Bro, it's a security. I don't, what do you mean FUD? This is a security. I mean, some people use the word fear, uncertainty, and doubt. No, he's not trolling, man. I don't think he's trolling. What is this token name? Look at the main page of the site. See where all the tokens are listed. It'll show you. All right. So I believe. So now I'm just supposed to believe everything this website says. Where Pancake Coin? All right. Trust. Where team KYC? Let's look at the team. Legit team. All right. See, completely undocked. Legit team. How is a completely undocked team legit? Hey, this guy looks like he just got done smoking a joint at a rap concert. Actually, they all do. This guy looks like Will Wheaton. All right, bro. Where do I see the market cap? Market of all their coins, like. Maintaining the price of the peg token without putting investors at risk. US DEX, what is this? Is a token designed to be used as a medium of exchange. The built-in, all right, so this is supposed to be a stable coin. Like, I'm going to get into some Binance stable coin. Are you out of your fucking mind? DEX share are one of the ways to measure the money market protocols. To maintain US DEX close to peg of what? So what is this maintaining the peg of? And this is their governance. All right, DEX ETF. 70%. All right, 10%, 10%. Oh my goodness. All right, I tell you what. Retro, or not retro, Nigel. We'll come back to this. And look, maybe short term, yeah, and I already know. Like I already know this thing is gonna fall flat on its face in 3 months or whatever, and we're gonna all laugh about it, and you're gonna say, "Yeah, but I made a lot of money in it," and then I'm gonna do that, right? I'm not getting involved in this, right? There's nothing like this anywhere. I love everyone in this chat. Retro could come to me with an amazing play like this. Farnswoggle could come to me with he thinks to him, and I'm not getting into it, bro. I'm not gonna invest in it. Maybe this shit is the one. Maybe like in 6 months, 1 year down the road, I could have put $1,000 in this and made $10 million like Shiba Inu. Maybe, right? But I'm not interested, bro. I'm not interested. I am hilarious. You're hilarious. Is USDX is the stable coin, and if you look at the chart, it's always been okay. What chart? When you have to go to Dex Screener, all right. So you first of all, you tell me to go to Dex Screener, and then you say Dex Screener is not. All right, I'm through with you, Nigel. It doesn't even show up on Bitcoin. I mean, on trading. I'm done. We're gonna watch this. You're probably not gonna come back for like 8 weeks. And we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? I am gonna have fun with Ada. I don't understand. Like, I'm the world's biggest Ada bull. I'm looking forward to you come back in 3 or 4 weeks and crawl up my ass about Ada. Unless Ada goes on a run. If Ada's $5, it'll be crickets for a while, right? Jorge in the house. How you doing, brother? Corona Cal in the how you doing, brother? This is me and Retro think this is a trail to derail hard. I agree with Retro. Yeah, 3 months he's gonna come back and we're gonna laugh at him. He's like, oh, laugh at me all you want, but I made a bunch of money in it. Go check out this DJ play. I'm not. When's the last time is anyone in this and I highly discourage anyone in this chat to go into this rug pull unless they understand it. It's DGen AF. That is a DGen AF play. There is no legit team there. Are you fucking kidding me, Nigel? Legit team. Like, just back up that claim right there. Back up the claim that this is a legit team. You told me that fool from Drip was like the most legit person in crypto. Like, he was a god of crypto. And then I basically said, this guy's the biggest scam artist on the planet. Right? It's the same thing all over again, bro. When Dex shares $1,000, I'll try. Good. Troll me to the end of time. I don't give a fuck. Like, I hope you get rich AF on this. I really do. You really think I'm going to be upset if you make a bunch of money in this? I'm not. I'm just saying it's not for me, right? It's not for me. I don't, fuck this. You know what? You got me saying F too much. This ain't happening, bro. It ain't happening. Come back and tell me, troll me into the end of time about how much this is just as degen. I don't do penny stock. I'm not doing shit like this anymore. I've had my fun with this degen ass shit. I've been wrecked over and over and over, right? I've made money and then eventually you get wrecked. This is going to be a play. You might make some money, but if you don't pull out, you're going to get wrecked. I guarantee you this gets wrecked into the dirt. Maybe it doesn't, but this has a 99% chance of getting wrecked into the dirt. I don't give a shit about the AMA. I don't give a shit about this project. I'm not doing it. And I highly recommend you go do your own research. And if you want to go into this and potentially get wrecked, go for it, right? I think you're much better off, not financial advice. At lows right now, near lows, we're much near any type of low than we are any type of all-time high. Whether it's stock market or crypto market, go buy some good stocks, go buy some good cryptos, right? Ricky in the house, how you doing, brother? Long time no see. Dick's getting hard. Yeah, Nigel got me fired up, man. I thought this was going to be a quick 30-minute stream, and then Nigel coming in with his I mean, don't get me wrong. I love it when Nigel comes in with these degen plays and then starts giving me shit for not wanting to. Bro, I lost like probably close to $150,000 in Harmony One alone. That was a legit team. This isn't a legit team, right? There's no way I'm like, if I wanted to, if I was 30 or 25, something like that, and I had a much longer time horizon, I would make a mistake like this. I've made these mistakes my entire life. I've made similar mistakes recently in DeFi, thinking this is the glory road. I'm not doing this shit no more, dude. I'm not. I'm going to buy good coins like Solana and Cardano and stake them. Let them go. I don't need 200, 2000 X's. I've built a decent bag. I need like 10 X's now. 10 X's over the next 5 years. I'm going to be doing really well. All right, let's look. Woosah. Nine people in the house, 4 lights. Come on, everyone. I know we can do better than that. All right, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's stock market. Is the stock market faded at all? I thought there was a chance that could happen. We haven't looked at the Bitcoin chart at all. Nasdaq's basically staying around the same. So the stock market's kind of just pumped into the bell and then just kind of hung flat since then. Let's see how my Tesla's play's doing, because I'm looking to get that off the board. I really should take this off the board right now. In fact, I'm gonna. We made way too much money on this can't lose reverse covered Jade Lizard. We're just getting greedy now. And we got earnings on this tomorrow. God damn it. Do I leave it? On basically a $700 play, 800. I don't know, man. Oh, wait, 500 and 200. $750 play. There's only $260 of intrinsic value left. It's not worth it, right? It's not worth it to leave this on to be greedy. So I'm just going to get rid of we're going to dump this now. That got filled. All right, that's off the board. That play made us a bunch of money. I might look to do something now with earnings, because volatility is going to be, IVR is really high, 60 days out. Problem is, let's see how much, man, especially with this, this could be a catalyst. They have a vote for a split coming soon, so I'm not going to do anything in this right now. Palantir's, see what I'm talking about? I almost put on a Palantir put earlier, and I was correct in not doing it, because you're basically FOMOing into a market that's pumping, and you want to wait for it to fade, and it's looking like the Nasdaq could fade a little bit. All right, let's get over to take a look. Bitcoin is looking really strong. The market overall is feeling really strong. It did. So yesterday we were looking at this downtrend in Bitcoin. I was saying you can't really start puffing your chest out that the lows are in. Like, you can't even really start having that talk, in my opinion, until it gets past this line. It wicked above it yesterday, but it wasn't able to close above it. It's doing the same thing again right now. So is it going to be able to close above this line? And then we got a longer term trend line way up here. So the first line would be getting past this one. And then, you'd want to get past this one. You also want to take a look at the 200. It keeps coming up to this 200. And to me, until we get above and start holding above this 200, I don't know that you could really start thinking bullish. We also got the bear flag here that it's struggling with, and it's just staying in that range. Like, I don't put a lot of, like, for the most part, charts are fugazi. You can always find things in the charts, and it can kind of just give you a way to see. It's just really just a way to see what's kind of going on. So we can say, based on the bull bear flag I did do, it is kind of breaking out. Oh, that's on the 1 hour. Let's look at the. It is looking like it's above it here. Now I could pull a savvy and move the line to like something like that so that I cover the wicks. So it's still technically kind of in a bear flag. Again, it's kind of the same thing. It has gotten above the, what is that? The 20? Oh, it's gotten above the 20 on the daily. So that is a move in the right direction. We get the 20 to move up and start coming up and cross across the 50. Those would be all bull indications. I will say this could have been the capitulation moment. You might hear a lot of YouTubers right now are still saying, I don't know. I didn't listen to anyone yesterday, but at the end of last week, every freaking YouTube, like 99% of the YouTubers were saying the bottoms aren't in. I think we need more capitulation. And then they say it with a lot of conviction, and then they'll throw in the, but you never know type shit. And we think we really need that capitulation moment. Well, if you really sit back and think about it, I can easily give you an argument that the bottoms are in. We had the huge like capitulation with the contagion. All the contagion events seem to be over. Celsius gone, BlockFi's pulling out of its issues, Voyager's gone, Three Arrow Capital's being the biggest one, Luna. Those are massive events. Luna is kind of like the Lehman Brothers, right? Or 3AC is kind of like the Lehman Brothers. These were big events. Those are past us. The lows could be in. I think the lows have a really good chance of being in as long as there's not like another big thing that happens. And I'm not sure what that event could be unless just like out of the blue, BlockFi goes under, or out of the blue, something crazy like Coinbase says, some crazy liquidity crisis or whatever. I don't personally think, I think all those events are over. I think there's a really good chance the bottoms are in. I'm personally greedily hoping the bottom isn't in, even though it's looking like the bottoms are in. I think we still got plenty of time. I'm most certainly not going to FOMO in right now. Am I making a mistake? Potentially. I mean, if I miss buying my fiat into more crypto right now, it's not going to be the end of the world. I got plenty of crypto. If it goes to the moon, I'm still going to make good money, less risk. And then crypto is exploding much more than like the stock market right now. So I could take that money, put it in the stocks. Maybe I go buy some real estate. If a housing crash, there's going to be opportunities, right? So I'm trying not to FOMO. I'm being more patient, right? Maybe it's a good thing I don't have 100% of my, portfolio in crypto. So at the end of the day, try not to stress over it, though it does hurt a little. If I miss the ride, for example, I'm dying to buy a coin I don't even like, Solana. I'm dying because I think there's so much potential there, and I meant to look at that a second ago. Nigel came in with his little degen play. All right, so Solana is at a 16 billion market cap. This is easily going to be a 10x if if this coin succeeds in any shape or fashion. As long as this coin, anything can happen, right? Like with Luna, no one ever thought Luna would fail, and it did. Anything can happen. This one's much less likely to fail because of the backing of SBF, but maybe SBF and Alameda and FTX fell. All very. I mean, if those things fell, well, you're going to be seeing Bitcoin at like $300 again, most likely. I mean, Probably not that low, but it's going to be ugly AF. Either way, the only real risk here is it's just so highly centralized with a lot of venture capital money. But I don't think all this VC money is just going to dump it on faces. I think they're going to, release it slowly, and that demand will be eaten up by, or I mean, that supply will be eaten up by the demand. So I think this is easily 160, like without breaking a sweat, 160, potentially $160 billion market cap in, the next bull run. It got close to 100. What was the price? Like 200 and some? Close to 300. It got right at $300, right? $260. I think this could 2x, and 2x its all-time high easily. Potentially 3 or 4x, potentially get to $1,000. So, and you could stake it and earn like 7%. So I love the potential of this coin. Again, I don't care for the coin. I just love and I've used it. The NFT marketplace is cool. They do a lot of aggressive marketing and things that work. So I'm really itching to buy this coin. I was considered buying a bag of it when it was $40, and now it's just like, God damn, and I'm trying to be patient. My patience is either going to pay off or it's not. So Palantir, why is Palantir a shit stock? You bought the Rain Orange? Oh, you don't like that one? That sucks. I really like that one. I mean, obviously I like the cherry limeade better. I mean, try the sour apple, I guess. I really like the orange. I thought it tastes a lot like, I don't know, maybe you're drinking like orange NyQuil or something. It just reminds you of that. That's a tough one. Yeah, the kid is loaded, but there's been billionaires that have lost all their money. Went from a 10 with a cherry to a 0 with that one. Went from a, wait. Oh. Send that shit my way, man. I love the orange. 10 people in the house, 5 likes. Come on, everyone. I know we can pump those likes. All right, that's it. That's all I kind of have, unless you guys want to talk about something. I'm just sitting. I hear my air running. It feels so freaking good. But man, my next energy bill is gonna be like $600, maybe more. I don't even want. Where's my budget actually? Oh, Peloton. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't. I'm curious to think. But yeah, I agree. Pelotons. I have no interest in that one. I agree. That one's a shit stock. Uh, gas. No. PG&E 400. We're definitely gonna go over that mark this month. This is average, right? I have months where it's less. So the next couple months, this is probably gonna be like $600. Am I missing anything in this? I still have HBO, man. I could have sworn I canceled that shit. I did pay my student loan off, but now I have this other loan. DCA, I'm just DCing into fiat right now. So, all right. Let's see what Bitcoin. Man, this is the one that's hurting. Ethereum and this merge, it is now above its trend line. It is looking like it is back testing it too right now. This could be, what is this? This looks like one of those whack offs too. Things are definitely getting interesting. Yeah, I only had a few thousand left on my student loan. So my student loan's paid off. You were right. Holloway got his ass kicked. What are you talking about, Ricky? Holloway. I mean, I'm usually right. It gets tough being this right all the time. Holloway got his ass kicked. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. You're killing me. I can trade some cryptos over here. Let's see how this put's looking now. I can get it for 84 cents. The expected move is $1.44. Earnings in 20 days. I mean, I can buy a bag of Solana right now. Should I do it? Solana, 20,000. Should I yellow into Solana right now? $20,000 worth. Oh, that I remember. Okay, yeah, I was trying to look that up the other day. I wanted to see. You lost money on that then, huh? You should stack BNB. Bro, I don't. I would stack Solana before I stack BNB. I'm not a fan of BNB. It's not that I don't think BNB will do well. I just don't. I hate its ecosystem. I think its ecosystem is garbage. I think it's the biggest garbage, the second biggest garbage on the planet behind Kronos. Nigel, if you ever come in saying like Kronos is where it's at, I know you're very misguided. I hate the BNB ecosystem. Nothing but rug. That's the biggest rug pull factory on the planet. Nothing but rug pulls on BNB. The only thing that's not a rug pull on BNB is Pancake Swap. And the only reason it's not a rug pull is because it's the go-to. And here comes the LMAO. LMAO. You're looking at half the story. You know, what's the other half? I don't like BNB, right? You don't like Cardano. I don't tell you not to buy BNB. I don't laugh at you for buying BNB. They're the top exchange. Binance is. Good morning, Bolska in the house. How you doing, mother? I agree. Binance is the top exchange. I agree with that. I don't agree that I like that. That has nothing to do with whether or not Binance chain is a good chain or not. Just because you're the top exchange don't mean shit. I, in general, don't like centralized exchange coins. And that's one of the reasons I don't even care for Shitlana. But at least, you could stake it. I think there's reasons I like Shitlana. You could stake it. It has a huge cult following. The way they market, right? So late. Yeah, you're late as hell. I've been trying to wrap it up, but Nigel keeps trolling me. And to be quite honest, if I wrap it up, it just means I got to get on with the rest of my day. And this is my favorite part of the day. Not even lying. I hate signing off. I could sit here and talk and trade crypto all day long. I can say that about BNB and Crow. You can, but what you could say, what about the marketing? No, Solana marketing is on a whole new level. I'm not talking about Matt Damon commercials. I'm talking about the way they sneak market like into the youth of society. I'm not talking about some dumbass commercial with Matt Damon. I'm talking about Solana stages at Lollapalooza and handing out tens of thousands of kids Solana eyeglasses and shit like that. I think their marketing is much more like that. And then I don't know, the way there's a lot of venture capital, big venture capital money. I think it's just better marketing in my opinion. Yeah, you think they have a stadium? That shit's going to get repossessed. They're not going to be able to pay that bill at this rate. Again, I think I like Solana's way of marketing better. I think they did. Solana, they're not going out there and buying the old school ways of like putting their names on stadiums and shits. Harmony One marketing, yeah, Harmony One marketing is horrible. What's going on with Harmony One? I might be done with Harmony One. Like, I mean, I kind of want to buy some, but then I kind of don't. Like, I do think if they come out with a good plan, I still think this coin could do really well. I just don't know if I want to risk anymore. What marketing? I don't understand. I just told you what marketing. They way, for example, the way they marketed to the youth, the newest generation, the Solana stage at Lollapalooza. Yeah, Defira Crow jokes. Oh, you're talking about the Harmony One marketing. Yeah, that was an obvious joke, bro. Nigel's just like full on triggered now. I think Nigel comes here just to get triggered and make fun of me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Speaking of something, I got FOMO on Nigel. I'm itching to buy a $6,000 Cardano NFT, a smart chain that has nothing. A smart chain that is going to be blowing everyone's minds. And when is the Vassal hard fork date? Like a week away. It's a week away. Why is this so hard to get an answer? After the epoch, once implemented, staking pool, have around 4 weeks. All right, so it's about 2.5 weeks in. This is going to bring big changes, Nigel. I'm telling you, man, I do think Cardano is one of the best buys on the board. Problem is, I already have a big bag. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news, but if the crypto bull market starts, this could be, one of the problems Cardano had is they peaked and then had some FUD right before the crypto market. So they had already had a big drop. I mean, they probably would have dropped about the same amount anyway because all the coins did. They just waited longer. Like Solana waited till the market crashed and then it crashed. Cardano just had a catalyst that made it start earlier. So the difference between Cardano and every other token that everyone's mentioned out there, it's the same story. It's just that Cardano started earlier because they had that smart contract and it was overhyped and people misunderstood it. This is where the rubber meets the road. The Vassal hard fork is where the rubber meets the road. So we'll have to see how this plays out. You don't trust Hoskinson? He screams fraudster. Yeah, he is super convincing. I will agree that Charles does give me a tiny vibe like he could be the world's greatest con man. I personally don't think he is, but if he is pulling the wool over our eyes, he's gonna go down as like Madoff times like 1,000, right? So I don't like you can listen to the guy, you can tell he is super freaking intelligent, period. In many areas of life, whether it's technology, whether it's blockchain, whether it's medicine, whether it's just like history, all kinds of shit. He blows me away with the way he answers some of his questions. And Capo's not wrong yet. Capo's not wrong. He has to put, and he will flip, and he will admit if he's wrong. If he's wrong, there's a reason Vitalik kicked his ass out. I mean, do you say the same thing about Gavin Wood? Like it was three big egos, and they've made up three young big egos, three huge sets of testosterone. Some of the smartest people on the planet, all in one room, having different visions. The reason Charles and Vitalik split up, two big dicks, two big egos. Vitalik's more like kumbaya, doesn't want to go after big money, and Charles Haskinson wanted to go after like Fortune 500 companies. Gutierrez in the house. How you doing, brother? According to Capo, this is just a bear market bounce. Yeah, bear market bounce, relief rally, dead cat bounce. Those are all in play. And he will be the first to admit he's wrong. And he doesn't know. No one freaking knows what's going to happen. And again, Bitcoin could pump. Bitcoin could pump to like 31,000 a day, 32,000 a day, and it's still in a downtrend. It's still in a bear. So it could pump. Remember when Bitcoin, we talked about this yesterday. In March, Bitcoin went from like low 30s, 33, 32,800, all the way up to 47,000, $15,000, $14,000 pump. And then it went down, right? We didn't get a huge pump here. It just stayed in its lane, in this bear flag lane, and then dumped down. It's doing the same thing again. It's staying in a range. It's showing signs. It showed a couple sparks that the bottom could be in, but it's not in yet. And he looks at some other things like funding rates and bids and the the perpetuals. The parade of analysts is coming out on mainstream media saying inflation has peaked. I'm in the same. I'm in the same camp. I think inflation has peaked, but I think it's going to take like 2 or 3 months. 2 or 3 months, or a Fed pivot could really ignite this market. I don't know how big the legs are going to be on this bitch. And things could change on a dime, right? They just might need enough to pump up for a while, and then but all you got to do is look at bonds. Bonds will tell you what the story is. So bonds have been going up. Had a nice little upswing. It is coming down some, so we'll have to see how bonds play out over the. So if this continues to dump, inflation hasn't peaked. But as of a couple of days ago, bonds were saying no rate hike, you need to rate reduce, right? So the Fed wants to get the inflation down to like 2 or 3%. They never wanted it to go above 2 or 3%, and they got that way wrong. So they could easily get it way wrong the other way. Everyone acts and gets mad, and you know what I'm saying, and blames this president. Like right now, Biden has the worst approval rating, I think, in the history of all presidents. I think that's a bit harsh. I mean, I don't think he's done a great job by any stretch of the imagination. I think he said a lot of dumb things. But he just has the unfortunate luck of being in office when the economy and things like COVID put him there, right? His bad decisions, Biden's bad decisions didn't put where we are now, right? This is a combination of Fed decisions, the United States citizens being greedy AF, thinking that they should be entitled to not work and just get stimulus pay. And now that's the government's fault, whether it's Trump, whether it's Biden, whether it's all the greedy ass Republicans, whether it's all the greedy ass Democrats, whether it's all the greedy ass politicians. Oh my goodness, don't get me started. Don't get me freaking started. The overall crypto market cap is hanging by a thread on the $1 trillion mark. Central banks yield curve control. I think that a little bit. I don't have enough. I don't have enough background or enough enough understanding of whether or not that's accurate or not. I think a lot of that's controlled just by the overall market. There could be some control. Again, I'm no authority there. So, all right. So we do have my chart. We do have a bear flag in the overall cryptocurrency market cap. I thought it was going to come down. It still can, but it has popped out. It has popped out of the bear flag, and I really can't easily move the line on this one. I mean, that's a pretty steady line, and it did come down. It popped out of it yesterday. This is definitely a sign that the overall crypto market cap could bounce. So it did pop out of it yesterday, and it is back testing it. So it might be back on, and it's above the 20. It's above the 50 now. These things could cross. If this thing crosses and starts like back testing and bouncing back up, we're definitely looking at signs of life. We do have a downtrend though. Let's put that bitch in here. So technically speaking, we need to get above about 1.5 trillion, I guess, for like any type of real confirmation. So if you wanted to take a stab, if you're not in crypto right now, there's no doubt that you could buy crypto right now and you can have the understanding or the belief that we're much closer to the low than we are the high. If you believe in crypto and good assets, you believe they'll see all-time highs. And every good crypto asset out there, in my opinion, is much closer to the low than it's high. Mathematically, you can't deny that. Bitcoin high is 70,000. It's currently trading at 22. What's closer? Zero? The statistical chance of Bitcoin going to zero is near 0%. The statistical chance of it getting a new all-time high over a long enough time horizon, really high. I can do this all the way down the line. And again, man, look at Cardano. God damn it. Look at these prices continue to run away. All right, everyone. I may have effed up. I may have gotten too greedy. The title is not clickbait, but it did entice more people to click on it. So anyway, hope you have a great day. I'm going to try not to look at the charts too much today. Try not to look at prices too much. Try not let the FOMO carry me. I feel like we'll probably have a pullback soon, but maybe not. Maybe this is the next bull run. Maybe inflation has peaked. Maybe the Fed will pivot. And maybe this is the next bull run. Maybe the capitulation moment's over, and for the next 1 to 2 years, it's a slow grind up. I really don't think we're going to get any kind of V-shaped recovery right now. But you never know. Anyway, have a great rest of your day. I will be back tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. PST. Be there. You're an effing square. Love you all, and peace.